All right, so in this video, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. On this channel so far, I've been talking a lot about the apps that I'm trying to create to help me be a more productive creator and to put more videos up on YouTube and social media, and also how to run my blogs and websites, how to build websites for clients. But today, I just wanna jump into one of these apps and actually show you, because I'm so excited about this one. I'm calling it ShortFlow, and basically what it does is it takes an entire clip like this, so you just record a clip for a short, like a reel or a TikTok or whatever, and you record it with all your mistakes and pauses, just like I'm doing here, which usually takes about 2 minutes for most people to record like a 1-minute reel. And then you upload it to this app and it does everything else. It cuts the mistakes and pauses, like I said. It adds a text hook at the top of the screen. It adds those karaoke captions that show up below you for every word you're saying. It can even add background music, and then you just click one button and it actually generates posts using AI to write the captions and the hashtags and everything for all the different platforms. And then the best part is that when you're ready to publish that new reel that you just created, you click one button and it publishes on all the platforms that you connect to it. So for me, I have 6 platforms connected to it right now, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And I just hit one button and it publishes to all those platforms. And I've been using this app already. It's not ready to like release to the public. So this isn't like a video where I'm gonna be trying to sell you something. I'm literally just so excited that I've been creating this myself on Claude Code, a guy with no coding experience who just got started with this shit like a few months ago. So with that out of the way, let's get into this video and I wanna show you what I've been building. All right, so this is it. This is the app and I call it ShortFlow. And this is the desktop version, but I also created a version on my phone, which is super handy. Like there's a mobile version of this app, because then I don't have to airdrop my clips over from my phone over to my laptop or my Mac Mini or whatever and do all this on the computer. I can do it directly on the phone, which is really cool. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I built this, the desktop version of this. So this is the desktop app. Like I said, it's called ShortFlow, and actually a little hack, what I did for this design, which I think the UX looks really sick on this app, is I just literally told like ChatGPT what I was thinking about creating, and ChatGPT used this image model to create this layout. Like I said, okay, what kind of layout would the UI of an app like this be, and how could you make it look as stylish as possible? ChatGPT created an image of basically exactly this. And I just handed that to Claude Code and I said, okay, this is the user face. This is the user interface. I want you to create this app to look like this. And then obviously I prompted it. I've been back and forth with this for a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks now, but this is the finished product and I think it looks pretty sick. So let me just show you guys what it does. Like I said in the intro, it takes a talking head reel like what I'm doing here, and it cuts out all your mistakes and pauses, adds the captions, adds the hook onto the screen, like the text hook, and then writes all the captions for different platforms, and then one button you can post on all platforms. So repurposing like crazy. And it says here, like you can see, you can use this for just a regular talking head, talking to the camera. You can do it with a voiceover where you add a bunch of your own B-roll. So if you do that, there's 2 places to upload. You'll upload your voiceover clip and the B-roll. And then listicle, there's different types of talking head reels that you would do. And it creates them based on that. So if you were gonna do a listicle and like list off 5 or 10 things, this one would work because it would show the list showing up above your head. And then a numbers breakdown will actually like count numbers. So if you're doing like a budget or something of how much something costs you, and you're listing a bunch of items and what they cost, this numbers breakdown will list all the items on the screen next to you. And then when it's done, it'll actually create a total, like a line will draw and I'll say the total below it. So for this example, I'm just going to do the talking head version of this. So I click the talking head format, and here you can actually save your templates, which I'll show you how to do later, but you can select that right off the bat. But for now, I'm just going to click this button that says choose clip, and then I'm going to choose this talking head of me, and I'm going to use this standard style. So this talking head right here is literally just a clip of me talking to the camera. And I made so many mistakes during this clip. I said a bunch of times. And so what this is doing now is it's actually transcribing the entire video. So it has context of what the video is about later when it's going to be writing captions and stuff for different platforms. But it also uses that transcript to look for places where I said or ah, or I said the same sentence twice, or I had a long gap where I didn't talk at all. And it's gonna cut all those out. And then it's also gonna frame my face to make sure it's right in the center of the screen. Okay, and then when it's done, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is the default style. It kind of has this red hook up here. And then if you scroll, it has these captions that kind of show up with white and yellow. I also have my own style that I've saved. So anything you change in here, you can save as a template. And you can change anything you want. You can change the background color of the hook. You can change the color of the caption text. If you go to the Captions tab, and you can change the active word color to be blue as well. You can change the text color to be black or white or whatever color you want. And it just has so much editability. Basically, you can do whatever you want with it. And of course, you can also change this text. Like if you wanted the hook to be something different, you might say, let's just say it's 2K, and it'll automatically change like that. And the same thing, you can actually change these captions as well. So if you double click on there and it got the caption wrong for some reason, you can double click and just change this however you want it to be. Basically, this original clip was about 2.5 minutes total because I made so many mistakes and I paused so many times. But at the end, it's cut this down to 1 minute and 11 seconds, as you can see right here. And that is awesome. So it's literally cut this clip in half, cut out all my mistakes. And now this is ready to go. Like after I've maybe edited this a little bit, like changed the colors of the font how I wanted, or just chose my default style, now this is ready to go. And the next step, all you have to do is click this button here that says Generate Short. And now this is going to actually just render this clip out. So it's going to be rendering it down to one single clip that includes the caption and the hook and everything else. Okay, and then when it's done, it's going to come to a screen that looks like this. And here you have a few options. You can watch it for one thing, so you can play it through. So as you can see, it's cut out all the mistakes. It had the hook up there. It's done the captions perfectly. Like those are like karaoke captions showing up with every word I'm saying them. So you can watch this through, and if there's any mistakes, you can go back to edit, or you can click on Generate Posts. And what I'm going to do now is click that. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring it to this screen here where I can select my profile. So the cool thing about what I built into this app is that I can use it for my profile, like my personal accounts. I can use it for my other business accounts, and my fiance can use it for her accounts as well. So you can have like multiple different profiles in here, and all these profiles are trained on that person's writing style, and they're also connected to that person's social media. So when it's writing the captions, it's gonna write it in your voice or whoever's voice is using the app. So the way I'm gonna do this when I'm like releasing this app is it's gonna train on all the captions that you've already written for other Instagram posts on your site, or maybe it'll read all the blog posts on your blog, but it'll train on your voice so that it's exactly how you would write it. And as always, obviously it's not gonna be perfect, so you can make tweaks, which I'll show you later. So I'm gonna choose my personal accounts here. And now what this is doing is it's literally writing the captions for every platform. As you can see here, TikTok, YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I have 6 attached to this, but you can attach more to this as well. And the cool thing is that it's actually optimizing for every platform. So on TikTok, it's gonna write the caption in your voice, obviously, but with a catchy hook at the start of the caption. And then it's gonna be a pretty short caption with a few hashtags below. And obviously on something like X, it's gonna be a lot shorter. It's gonna be, within the max characters for an X post. And it's probably not gonna have the formatting. Like, a lot of people just throw up tweets and they don't have capital letters and they're not properly formatted. So that's how I trained it, how to do this. It's trained on all the best practices for every single platform. And so obviously LinkedIn is probably gonna be a super long post that's a text post. And because it transcribed the whole video in earlier steps, it has the full context of what this video is about. So it can write the perfect caption for all these platforms in your voice and optimize for these platforms. Okay, and now it's done. So it's written a caption for every single platform, like I said. And as I said earlier, they're written the way they should be for that platform. So here's like a pretty short TikTok post with hashtags at the end. And if you look at the LinkedIn one, for example, if I hit edit, it's a lot longer, goes into more depth, and it's formatted properly for LinkedIn. So this is the really cool part, is that right from this screen here, you can edit these to make it your own. So obviously you don't want to just post AI captions. I don't want to anyways. So I can come in here, click edit what I want to edit on each platform, and then click done. And then it's written in my voice more so than just what the AI automatically does. But I have to say, the way that it's trained, it gets pretty close to my voice. I'm pretty stoked about it. And if you don't like the first round too, you can just click rewrite, and this will rewrite all the captions across all platforms, and it'll try to find a different angle to write the caption in. And then for the best part of all, this button up here. So you can publish all. In one click, you can publish on all 6 platforms or more platforms if you connect them to this. And it is awesome. This has saved me so much time, not having to, write my own captions, not have to edit the short, not having to add the subtitles on the bottom of everyone, and like going into the edits app from Instagram and trying to do all this myself. It's literally done in like a few minutes. And then for repurposing, I click one button and it publishes to all my platforms. Like, that is pretty sick, I have to say. And if you just want to like publish on one of the platforms, you can. And as you can see here, I've also created this little schedule button, so you can actually schedule the posts. So Maybe you just sit down one day and you record 5 reels and you're just talking to the camera and you make all your mistakes. You upload those 5 reels into this app. It edits it, does all the stuff I just showed you, and then you can schedule those 5 reels when they're done over the next 5 days at a specific time of your choosing. So this is the app. I mean, I think this one-click publish all and this whole screen here basically makes it for me, but everything else too, it's an incredible time saver. And that's it. All right, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you like the ShortFlow app. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the app, if you think it's something that people would pay for. If so, how much you think people would pay for it, because I'm really interested in maybe one day having this app up for sale and just keeping on tweaking it and getting it just right before I release it to the public. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. As always, I'll see you on the next one. Later.